Ladies, Demetria, Lynn, Amalia, hey, congratulations on the second season of Motherland for Salem.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You have no idea how many questions I have, but I'm afraid that would reveal so many spoilers. But I'll just throw out an easy question that one of you could tackle. Why do you suppose fans love this show so much? Who wants to try to answer that?
Lindu.
I think why people love this I think why fans love this so much is because our showrunner Eliot Laurence has created this incredible world that is so different than anything anyone has ever seen, than anything I ever have read. When I read that script, I was, I got lost into a world where I was like, what? It's unique, it's renewing, it touches subjects that have never been done before. I mean, it's like, the roles are reversed, women are in power. It's fantasy, it's something where people can forget reality and step into a world that isn't real yet does give you an idea of what it would be like. And the collective of the cast that we have to tell this story is just they are so beautiful, and I think that's why the fans love it so much. That's why I love it so much.
Well put, well said. Demetria and Amalia, one of the things I loved about the first season is that you two have sort of like this I want to say sort of like this love-hate relationship, this cat and mouse relationship. But then I feel there was this Stockholm syndrome was starting to develop, and then it's gone again. I'm not even sure where we're going. What should we expect the relationship between Anacostia and Scylla for season 2? Are we going to get that Stockholm syndrome, or are we going to get that cat and mouse chase?
Oh, wow. Season 2, I think you're going to get a bit of both. We're going to keep you a bit conflicted there. There's definitely development of a respect, but there's still our own viewpoints and our own vantage points and our own histories that we have to contend with. But now we've got the unity of this new entity called the Camarilla to contend with, which is not only affecting the army, but is definitely affecting the spree. It's affecting witches all over. So now the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And whether we want to or not, we're faced with, look, we got to scratch each other's back at this point. And hope there's no daggers involved, okay?
Yes, what you said. It's gonna be, they've just realized that we're much more similar than they'd like to be. They don't want to see a friend and a foe. They just want to they would love it to be much more simple than it is. So yeah, you explained it beautifully.
Amalia, during the first season, you're so independent, as for your character. But in second season, they introduce Willa now. How is it going to be acting, basically playing under somebody, or are you going to try to strive for that independence?
Oh, it's interesting because yes, Scylla was acting independently, but under like an anonymous threat sort of coming from the spree, not having a face of her leader. And I would say that more than she acted like she wanted to be independent. She acted like she had a very strong will and an agenda. She was really lonely. And I think what she gets with Willa is a teammate. It's someone. Is it a mother? We don't know. Could it be? It's someone she wants to trust, but could she? She's been, kind of betrayed by her. She wasn't told the truth about who Raelle was in relationship to her boss. And yeah, I really enjoyed working with Diana Pawlowska, who plays Willa, and to see where that could take Scylla in her development once she has someone to team up with.
Now, for the second season, because the Camarilla is now introduced and the spree is still there, and there's the army, who now it's just utter confusion. Who can we trust? I mean, who's the real enemies going to be here?
Well,
That's part of the journey. That's part of the journey. The beauty of this show is the complexity of it. There is no right, really. There is no wrong, really. There's so much gray, and now it's not only dispersed between the army, whether it's, some of Alder's decisions or some of the decisions that have to be made in battle versus the spree, just, deciding to make humans lose it and do things they would not otherwise do. Now we have this Camarilla, which we just did not anticipate being part of the friction that was already there. So I think that with everything going on, we cannot just look at the forest. We have to remember the trees. Mm-hmm. Each thing is making it an enemy, a foe, a friend, a neighbor, a comrade. There's just so many twists and turns. You don't know the entire time until you know.
And that hatred towards witches will always be part of the enemy and the evil that we try to fight. And yes, Scylla has thought. I've thought that conscription is sort of slavery in a sense, but genocide, or what Camarilla is trying to do, getting rid of all witches, is of course much more urgent and worse. And that's what we'll have to fight. It's about urgency here. So it's like Demetria said, it's not too much about who's the most wrong or who's a little more right or so. It's when the threat is as urgent as this is, that they'll just have to join forces in one way or the other.
And it almost reflects the world that we're in. There's so many different things that are going on. So it doesn't seem so far-fetched that they're confronted with so many various things. And I think that's what's happening in this world, and you kind of don't know where to start. Like Demetria said, what is right, what is wrong? And it's all about how these characters kind of go on their journey and find that out for themselves.
Excellent. And Lynn, real fast, is the past going to finally catch up to General Alder?
Well, does the past catch up? It does, absolutely. And I think it almost has to. Because when you are in leadership for that long, something's got to give, something's got to happen. And like we're introduced in this season, a lot is happening. And it's going to be very exciting to see what that is and what we'll find out to how she came to be.
Can't wait. Well, ladies, hey, thank you for this conversation about it. And I can't wait to talk to you again with spoilers next time.
It's a great question.
Thank you.
Bye now.